I have a guest joining us in studio. It's Debbie, right?
Yes.
Blackwood, as in we were talking off air about Blackwood Brothers. Of course, very famous band from many, many years ago. Actually have one of the CDs that somebody gave me. And then she said, well, my husband's father was in a band. And I thought, wow, it could be the same people.
Well, they might be relatives. I'm going to take credit for that.
Hey, right off the top, I mentioned a few minutes ago you were coming in. There's a big event that's done in this community every year where it's to raise not just awareness, but money for the fact we've got a lot of homeless animals. You saw one perhaps just in our lobby
Just
today.
coming in this morning.
And then we
Yes.
have a group that actually live just out behind the building here, which we feed and care for during mornings and water them and the like. Tell us about the event. What's it called and when is it coming up?
Okay. It's the 8th annual Fur Ball, and
Which is a
it's
great name for it.
sure it's fun. What it is, it's not a pet event. Some people kind of think that it is, but it's an evening affair. If you'd like to dress up, kind of a semi, whatever you want to wear, party dress, and the gentlemen, wherever you want, you can wear whatever you'd like. It's at the Turf Club. It's on March 5th. It's always the first Saturday in March every year, and it's at the Turf. And they have a nice venue there, and there's hors d'oeuvres. There's a live band, so it's a lot of fun. If you like dancing, the music is kind of cross-generational. So I hope that we attract, people of different genres of music. Um, and they're very, of course, accommodating to the evening's events. We have a lot of raffle items, and the tickets costing 50 a piece, and I know that's kind of steep, but it does come with 10 free raffle tickets and a drink ticket of your choice. So you can use that, and maybe you might win a prize.
The $50, it could be 500 though when it comes to helping care for animals. And we're talking about the local shelter here in town,
Yes, the Twin Falls Animal Shelter and
not too
people.
far away, kind of clockwise and around the corner from our studio.
That's correct. And then we've been People for Pets. Magic Valley Humane Society has been operating the Twin Falls Animal Shelter for more than 25 years now, and we're real proud of it because we've taken what used to be largely no opportunities for animals, and we're finding almost all of them homes. And so we're really proud of what we've done, and we need help taking care of their medical needs.
And
And
this
that,
is expensive. That's what we should remember.
yes, it's very expensive. I mean, think about 4,000 plus animals, and they might even just have a kitty might have an ear mite, or they might come in with porcupine quills. They might come in with some sort of limp or another, or a little bump here or there. And we want and need to fix them up so that we can bring them out onto the adoption floor and put them up for adoption.
I with the cat. Janice gave me a cat a few months ago, and I actually got the voucher too as well. And Tucker has now been fixed.
Yes.
And it pays for things like that because we have this gaggle of cats that live out back,
Yes.
bevy, gaggle, pride, whatever you want to call them. And they're grown larger, or they will grow larger because not all of them are fixed, and that is going to be an issue.
It is, and we've been working diligently in this community for years, but especially in the last 3 years, we've gotten this nice grant for spay neuter vouchers to attack this problem of. There's an old saying in humane societies that say, "Feed a stray, spay a stray." It's not enough just to feed. And yes, I want to tell people thank you for helping animals, but we do need to take that other step and get them fixed because there's thousands of them offspring. In fact, a breeding pair of cats in 7 years, just one pair will be responsible for 9 million cats in 7 years. So more cats. So we're saving lives by attending to those strays.
And we want to point out we're going to continue this conversation in a couple of weeks with much more detail about some of these figures and numbers and why this is important. But with about a minute to go here today, for people who would like to attend the ball, where can they get tickets? How should they go about doing it?
The tickets are for sale at the Twin Falls Animal Shelter because it's reserved numbered seating, and so we have the tickets available only at one spot, so we can put you in a place. You can see the map. Where do I want to sit? and come and get a ticket as soon as you can so we know how many supporters we have. It's a really fun event. So come down to the animal shelter. Our hours of operation are open from 10 to 1:15. Then we close for lunch until 2:30, and we are there from 2:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, Saturdays from 10 till 2.
I know Saturdays. I was in there a few months ago, and I had to basically stand in line. So people are interested in these animals, and that's a good thing to see too as well. And
Yes,
we'll talk more about that in a couple of weeks because we're going to do this with a longer segment coming up on the 26th, I believe it is.
that was my understanding.
That gives us one more good week to try to sell those tickets to people.
Yes, so we can report on that.
All right.
How about that? Thank you very much.
Sure. I'd like to thank you for coming by today. And just a quick note, it's 26 right now. We've got 8:30. Dr. Jonathan Tripp is on the way. We're talking the Zika virus in just a few minutes right here on News Radio 1310 KLIX.